So hello, I'm gonna show you today how to create a pattern on a surface, and basically I copied those curves that I created already, and I created this loft on the grasshopper definition. So I took all the rest of the definition, I disabled them so I don't need to see them. And then what I did is just did a loft. So to create a pattern on a surface, you need to divide it into a certain amount of quads and the U direction and V direction, U and V direction, and rhino meaning X and Y. So let's type divide, see if we have this. Divide the surface. You can see we have S here. So the loft is the surface that we want to divide. Already gave us some points, but I don't have control how many we have. So to do so, I'm gonna put a slider, and when I connect it to the U, you see how the U count it appears, and then let's say 10 here, and connect it here, and then we have the 10. Okay. So now we can change that density, can have less, we can have more. And then the other thing I want to show you is the other thing that we need to create actually is circle. So the circle that will work well here is this one, create circle defined by center, normal, and radius. It's kind of input that we have already. So the output of the divide is actually those points. Those points will act as a center of those circles. And then we need the radius of those circles. So let's say I'm going to put 0.5, and then I'm going to connect this here. So the relationship between the radius of the circle and the amount of how many circles we have in the U and V, it's something that we need to look at because we don't want them really to intersect, or maybe we want them to intersect in a certain way. So it's something to look at later. But if I zoom in on the model, you can see how the circles are on the UV kind of plane, and it's not adapting actually. Look, you can see here, it's not adapting to the surface like geometry. So what we can do is connect the normal of the circles to the normals of the divided surface by the loft, and you can see how immediately they kind of change direction and they are adapting and kind of mapping this surface. Okay, so we can change the, as I said, you can change the radius, but then we need to think about how many circles we need on the U and V. So this is a simple definition that we're going to add complexity to it. And those circles could be squares, could be any geometry, and could be a pattern that we create ourselves and then implement it on the surface. So I'll see you in the next session, and we can do more.